straight year, the greatest racquetball players in the world have gathered at the Racquet Club of Memphis. 3 years ago, it was the hometown hero, Andy Roberts, who turned everybody on and won his first pro tourney. Then in '92, an upset. Mike Yellen, the old veteran, knocked off Dave Johnson. In '93, the dominating player of the game, Cliff Swain, knocked off Drew Costick. This year, it's Swain again, up against an up-and-comer, last year's amateur champion, John Ellis.
Quick on this.
Vision Sports presents the 1994 Hampton Inn Pro Racquetball Classic.
Welcome courtside to the Racquet Club of Memphis. I'm Dave Woloshin. The script for today's matchup is really very simple. It's David against Goliath. Goliath, obviously, is Cliff Swain, the best player probably in the game since Marty Hogan. He's had a dominating year. 26 years old, he's from Boston, Massachusetts, and he just about beats everybody he plays. 10 times he's entered tournaments, 7 times he's made the finals, 7 times he has won the championship. How did he advance in this one? Very simple. Swain had a bye in the first round and then knocked off Louis Vogel in 4 games in the second. He took on one of the better players on the tour this year, Jack Newman, beat him in 4 games, and then it was Tim Doyle, the number 4 seed. He knocked him off in 4 straight games. We asked him earlier today why he is the player of the game so far this season.
I feel like mentally I'm playing the best I ever have. I have no let-ups. I don't really get mad at referees' calls or any of that kind of stuff. But I also feel like, to be honest, I have the most all-around game. But you also see, I think, John Ellis is right there in that category, too.
Ellis is an interesting fellow indeed. He's small in stature, but not the way he hits the ball. If you'll ever watch the way he goes back on his backswing, he turns his entire body and hits the ball as hard as anybody in the game. How did Ellis get here? Well, first let me tell you, he's only 21 years old, just turned 21, and we mentioned the way he can really tear into a ball. He came in the 14th seed in this tournament and then started surprising everybody. First it was Scott Reef, that went 5 games. Then it was Drew Costick, one of the better players on the tour. He went in 5 games. Then in the quarters it was Mike Guidry in 5 games. In the semis, a tired Dan Abremski fell in 4 games, and so that sets it up. Ellis, who is a surprise, never gotten past the round of 16 so far this year against the guy that everybody would have to make a huge favorite, and that, of course, is Cliff Swain.
I got to beat him by playing my same game that I play pretty much against everybody else. You know, you really have to attack Cliff on his backhand side and just go after him and be ready to be attacked also and play some defensive racquetball, and then when you get your chance to play offense as much as possible.
We bring in our analyst, Randy Stafford, former tour player, builds courts all over the world.